Hey vinyl community and YouTube viewers, this is Chris, and I thought I'd do a video to wrap up several threads that have been going on, or contests. I didn't really want to enter the contest, but I wanted to respond to them in some way. The first thread was something James Griffiths had started about black country rock, I think he called it, which was basically tribute to bands originating out of Birmingham, England. And he had done a video, and Steve Whitty responded with a video, and then Graeme responded with a video. So just to piggyback on those guys, since I don't really have any knowledge of Birmingham or that area, but they gave me some good ideas of things to show. So first one is Diamond Head. This was one that Graeme had mentioned. So let me see if I can get this out of the glare. Behold the Beginning, Diamond Head. So this is a compilation cassette. And then Steve Whitty had mentioned Dexys Midnight Runner. So here's, I think this is their final album. Kevin Rowland there on the back. Dexys Midnight Runners. Musical Youth. This is their second album, follow-up to the one with Pass the Dutchie. This is on just MCA label. This Dexys was, that's the label that the Dexys Midnight Runners was on. Don't Stand Me Down. Sorry, didn't mention the title before. Alright. Spencer Davis Group, another one that got mentioned. This is their second album, Spencer Davis, on Fontana. There's the Fontana label from sometime in the mid to late 60s. And Roy Wood, post ELO. Roy Wood, the Wizzo Band. Super Active Wizzo on Warner Brothers label. Roy Wood. And that kind of finishes off all the Birmingham related albums. And moving on to another one, Steve from Psych In The Valleys has a contest going on about show some geographical albums. So I couldn't really find anything that I felt was appropriate, but these almost fit the bill. And then I wanted to show this Peter Bellamy album anyway. So Peter Bellamy, Won't You Go My Way, recorded live in Norwich. So Maybe that is a scene from Norwich there with that churchly looking thing in the background. This is on the Argo label. Peter Bellamy from the previously with the Young Tradition band. Mostly unaccompanied style music, folk music. Here's another sort of geographical one, McGinnis Flint. Showing what could be a Irish countryside there. Don't know. That's one problem with these photos. A lot of them don't identify where they're from. But McGinnis Flint on Capitol. Some former members of John Mayall's band. And another one, this Phil Manzanera. So that might be mountains along the California coast or Pacific coast. This is called Diamond Head. Just a coincidence that also had a Diamond Head album band. So Phil Manzanera. Brian Eno on here participating. Robert Wyatt. So Sea Train with a Marblehead Messenger. So I imagine this is an Atlantic coast scene. So that's probably an Atlantic coast rock there. And then Atlantic coast, Boston, Massachusetts area, shoreline. But Sea Train, I think this is on Capitol. Then Nectar with a waterfall. Again, it wasn't real clear where this waterfall was, but Nectar, and the last two in this geographical series, Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard. Partners. Oh no, Poncho and Lefty. Sorry, Poncho and Lefty. So backdrop of the desert. So more desert. So don't know if this is Texas desert, California desert, but Willie and Merle. And the last one is, following up with Diana digging in the crate, her contest entry. Somebody commented that the only thing she didn't show was the moon. So there's a moon. Mike Oldfield, Crisis is the album. So there's a moon, man watching the tower. Sort of reminds me of a J.G. Ballard scene. Either drowning Earth or a high rise, or a combination of the two. So, Mike Oldfield, the moon, the ocean. Alright, then on to Bobby Gass. He has a contest, his 11/11s. So again, I didn't want to pick out a favorite video of his. He tries to make them all entertaining, so I didn't want to select one over the rest of them. His two of his most recent ones showing or playing spirit songs. One off of Cadillac Cowboys, or whatever that album is called, was good. And then 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, that was good too. But the main part of his thing was hold on just a moment. He wanted a Shakespeare quote, and the closest I could come was, now I can't remember what it was, I'll just have to paraphrase it. You speak a great deal of nothing. So that's in reference to my videos mostly. A lot of nothing being spoken. But so some Canadian bands. That was from Merchant of Venice, I think. Nash the Slash. The album or the EP is Decomposing. He played with FM for an album or two and then took off on his own. This is on the Cutthroat label. And the other side, so black side and a white side. Decomposing. Another Canadian artist, Ian and Sylvia, Four Strong Winds. This is on the Vanguard label. And some more folk. Gordon Lightfoot. The album Lightfoot on United Artists. Three. Somebody had mentioned John Kay and the Sparrow. So here's a album Columbia put together. A collector's item, it indicates on there on the front cover. John Kay and Sparrow. So Columbia label, and shows the different members of the band there, and the last two, Mash McCann, the album The Family. On Columbia. There's the gatefold. And wrapping it up with Kate and Anna McGargle. This is called the French record because it is sung in French, which happens in some areas in Canada. So this is on Hannibal, Kate and Anna McGarrigle. So there's my salutes to several VC members. I'll put some links in the comments or in the heading to the comment section so people could check out the real things instead of what I did. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you later.